Hello guys, today we are covering the Go Seigen Women's World Championships tournament. And as a World Championship tournament, it also featured players invited from the North America and Europe. So NA and EU do have representation in this tournament. Um, Women's tournament, top 24 in the world, and two out of them are invited from North America and Europe. So from North America, we have Sarah Yu from Canada, from the Toronto area, and from Europe, we have Ting, the winner of the European Women's Championships of the last year, and she played in this one. Yeah, Sarah, I have. Let's take a look at NA first. Sarah, and her opponent, I have met both of them. Sarah, I had a disaster tournament in Toronto a couple of years ago, and she was the tournament director. And I just remember she showed me how to use Excel's VLOOKUP without having to with specifying the columns only, no cell numbers. So I was like, wow, this Excel is so much smarter than I expected. And so is Sarah, of course. So a very strong six-dan amateur player from Canada. Okay, and I met her opponent. Her opponent is called Cao Youyin. Um, Cao Youyin, she is ranked. She is actually ranked number 545 on the Go Players professional Go Players database. So fairly high ranked for women. Um, um, Certainly much higher than I. I met her in the European. I think I met her in the European Go Congress in 2017 when she went once. If it was her, then good. If it was not, then I made a mistake. But all good. I think that was her, or I may have met her at a U.S. Go tournament. That could have also been her. Anyways, met them both. Let's take a look. So, of course, the amateur player Sarah from North America is heavily the underdog in this one. She is not ranked amongst the professional players, so no surprise. However, she does go for a very ambitious Joseki here in the beginning with a jump. Normally, players play that knight's move and be done with it. This is more ambitious. This is getting one extra line of territory over that second line slide. The Joseki usually ends with white playing this turn, but in this case, white tanukis. Yes, black's moyo does seem very intimidating on the right hand side. But allowing black to have this block hurts a little bit more than it seems because later on, if we allowed black to get this block later on, um, and we'll see this later on. And here, Sarah shows very good fighting spirit cuts to counterattack before white leaves some weaknesses in black's shape before white fixes the right hand side, and white does not do the what you and I would think of first, which is the two space extension. No, she does the very reasonable, very good modern move of this one space knight's move. Third and fourth line works well, and this prevents white from being able to be surrounded, which is very good. So if white just plays this kind of a jump to space, it's very likely black could play something like this and seal in this white group. and have the whole outside. So this is very nice. I did talk about a little bit about the consequences of letting black get that Atari for that second line Atari, and that is later on when black plays this move, this itself is not sente, but then the jump afterwards is sente, because white has to live here to prevent black from being able to do something like this and take away white's two eyes. So here it's a little bit less territory, a little slightly better for black in terms of thickness. But this is a small effect because the initial move is still not sente. It's just the follow-up move is sente. So it does matter a little bit more than the usual Atari, but only a little bit. Okay, so that's why the Joseki is for whites to take a gote move here and turn there. Okay, good. So the game continues. White, yes, very good fighting spirit. Counter-attacking black, and very happy to see this. Unfortunately, in the fighting that follows, black is able to, the professional is able to play this very nice move, and if we connect, black will extend and net this whole thing, and black is able to capture two white stones. And this is an exchange, 2 stones for 1 stone, but black does have sente, and now black has overwhelming strength with this one group. Instead of continuing to attack white's positions, black decides to play on the top. And here, Sarah shows another very interesting move. And this is actually very close to the AI move. AI wanted white to play here, and notably, both Sarah and AI, and not me, wanted white to not finish the Joseki on the top with this jump. This jump, because black is so strong here, this jump is not threatening much on the right hand side, and it allows black to extend to the left hand side where white really wants to make a lot of potential territory, and white is gonna deal with the top by playing very lightly on the top. Normally the response, normally the follow-up is something like this, or attach, but in this case, when white attaches, when black attaches, white is very happy to just take the corner. Black is not surrounding much territory. This is also adding moves into the black thickness. So very nice idea, and very well thought out, and very valid, totally valid. And in the game, black plays here to try to attack white, and white tenukis again. This is very nice, very good idea. Okay, so a move here, this is protecting the upper side territory. Another move to protect would have been something like this move, this Hane Connect. This is a very normal, reasonable move as well. Next move, black could play this Tiger Mouse, could play something on the outside, but this way we can see how white is trying to catch up in terms of the territory on the board. And very good, and it's very unclear who is ahead at this point. It doesn't feel like white, black has much territory. So, and here one more tenuki. Clearly, this is very difficult or very uneasy to deal with a player who plays so many tenukis. Okay, let's see if there is any problems inside the corner. First, black fixes the bottom. Here, probably this honey on the bottom, taking just a little bit more territory, probably would have been preferred. In the game, white takes the sente. White was in a hurry to fix the top, and so white did. And so at this point, black now has a very big lead. Now the reason is white allowed black to have a very comfortable bottom side life, and white spends the sente move simply defending and not was not able to start any attacks against black. And with this one stone cutting point here, with this move, which also strengthens this cut, black has no weaknesses on the board with which white could effect a strong counterattack. A strong counterattack and then surround the whole middle. And that's white's overall problem in this game now. Okay, so the game continues with white making some territory. Another Tanuki, very good. Jumping on the outside, this is how white's gonna make a good comeback. If white is able to secure a huge territory on the right, in the middle, and be okay on the right, this would be a good, promising thing. However, here the professional opponent was able to find this problem inside white's corner, namely here with this sente move, white was unable to make this corner totally alive, and here is where a lot of amateurs really struggle against professionals. It's this type of life and death knowledge and life and death reading ability. I myself suffer from this a lot as well. And in the game, this was a game deciding moment. White here, it was a one-step ko, so white could absolutely tanuki and play somewhere else. But when black played something, white took the ko, and just in the crucial moment of the game, white took a safety move, and as a result, the safety move really slowed white down and allowed black to continue with big points on the other side of the board. And here, this was a clear case where the slight inability to have a totally accurate life and death in the corner. It may not have been possible, but in any case, it may not have been possible anyway. And so unfortunately, it was another slow move, and as a result, black now likely has an insurmountable lead. And so afterwards, black played very safely here, just capturing this in the middle for thickness, and just capturing these two stones for thickness, and a lot of territory and thickness. And white is now really pinched in territory. This endgame we talked about earlier with this jump being sente, and now white has 10, 20, 30, 35 points or so. Black has 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, maybe 60 points overall on the board. So a few more defensive moves in the middle game may really allowed black to take the lead and destroy all of the middle white potential. And also as a result, black was able to force white to fight this ko in order to live with this white group. So not only did white not get a territory in the middle, white also had to fix a weak group in the middle. I attribute most of this to the game deciding moment of fixing the one-step ko. So this was white's last chance to try to counterattack and make something happen here against black. Black doesn't bulge even an inch, doesn't even give up this one stone. Perhaps like this, doesn't even give this up. in this exchange, black saves these stones and plays here and even connects. Wow. What might and here the game ended with white resigning. What may have happened was this connect, but if white connects here, um, black was probably gonna do this with this cut being sente. There's a very nice squeezing move here, I think. Also, maybe there's a chance for white even in this moment. And anyways, I definitely would have continued to try to continued and tried to fight, get something going here, but okay, but clearly this was not gonna be very promising in any case. So the game, the AI variation at the end, and let's just show you guys. It would have been here. Connect. White is able to capture 3 stones. I'm sure if Sarah knew that she could capture these 3 stones, at least she would have played these. And then at the end, we had black playing this very nice wedge, which Hane 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, this is still a ko. Would have kept fighting, but still, because white was at a very big deficit earlier, not being able to capture either of the 2 groups would have meant that the game would have ended. If white Atari is first, let's just see if there's something good. Note how here this wedge that we showed, wedge, can't Atari from this side, just Atari, and this is over. This Atari here, 2, 3, 4, 5. Note how nice this is. 6, white has to run by 7, throw in first, 8, 9, and then play there. White can Atari, but will not be able to connect. White, right, and so that's why the AI variation did not have white making this Atari first. We ask what will happen later. There will be this kind of a ko, and white will take it back. Black may push here to live on the left-hand side first. Let's say this will be alive. White connects. Well, suppose white plays here and tries to capture black in the middle. Black can still make 2 eyes like this. Potentially a ko, but still this was not going to work. But if it was us, we would have tried more and more, but that's us. In the game, white resigned at the end at this point. Okay, I think even though this was a loss, white did show some very good fighting spirit, lots and lots of tenukis. However, when white got into this one-step ko trouble in the middle game, when white really needed to continue tenuki and strengthen the middle, make some territories there to try to fight for a win, white took the safe approach and answered, and as a result allowed black to take the advantage in the middle game fighting. That really ended the game there. Good attempt. So that is our NA game. I think that was very well represented. We played and they played quite a good game. Let's see how the EU player, and luckily for EU, for Europe, Li Ting is a European. It was a professional player when in her younger days in China, and she now currently resides in Europe, in Austria, and so Europe was able to field a professional player. So very well done for Europe here, and let's see how she did. Before we start, a little bit of a background on the players. Um, okay, let's pull back up that list. Okay, so Li Ting, even though she is a professional, I think has just been inactive for so long. She is not ranked actively on the list. Her opponent's name is Siyue. I believe um, we played her a couple of times on her Fox account, um, and so she is active and she plays. She also plays on Fox, so you guys may be able to see them. This is her. She is ranked number 634 in the world, and here is the game. Okay. Let's see how Li Ting did. I remember seeing an article in the EGF, and it was Li Ting winning the European Women's Championships. She is just a little bit more background. She is actually ranked quite high in the EGF ratings. She actually, right here, in the European Go Federation, Li Ting is actually ranked here, um, here at 1P at 2659. Residing in Austria, as you can see, she is one of the higher rated players in Europe. Not the highest, but definitely the highest women in Europe. So very good. This game starts with a very conventional old Joseki. Here, here Li Ting is black. Her opponent Siyue, who is active who does train and actively play on Fox, is white, and here we have a very good common opening. I believe so. Here the AI wants white to play here. This is conservative, strong, and basically this ends both of these corner Josekis with white having fixed them. In the game, Qing wanted to make this one stone finish the Joseki for both sides, and instead elect to keep expanding. This is a very active play and quite interesting and very what do you call it? Very ambitious, which is how we are as well. In this game, Li Ting goes for this attach. I don't know the Josekis following this, but it has been established that this Joseki allowing white to capture this one stone is advantageous for white. Having this stone captured is helpful for white. And I'm surprised at so here this is a very old Joseki, and before this was also a Joseki, but this is where black has a very comfortable shape. So later on, and with the help of AI, people realized no matter which way black Ataris, as long as white simply makes the corner super strong, this shape is helpful, is better for white. And of course, if black plays this way, it's about the same. So having the stone captured is helpful for white, and by a little bit, but and in this local case, because black had a very nice limiting move here on the bottom with this third line move, the left hand side direction is not that important. So black is more willing to accept this kind of Joseki, which is a ameliorating factor for black. But without that Atari, and white is able to play this on a So this would again prevent black from being able to make white redundant. And so with this shape, this will be this is a very good shape, full, efficient shape for white. So in the beginning here, Joseki choices, I think white is doing a little better. And at this point, black elects to Li elects to not go for this exchange. This may have been an exchange possible if the ladder worked, but unfortunately, this would give up a lot of stones on the left. So, okay, so in the game, Li saves the two stones. Okay, however, this one is not a block where there is a Atari next. It's also not a jump where it's a bit faster. It's this. It forces white to respond here, but black is also notably slowed down. And here white is safe on the inside. Black has two sides. Both sides are not safe. And so does a very good job here though of saving this. And the here white is at 94. AI wants white to Atari, capture one stone, and let black jump out. In the game, Qing makes a choice to save the top and allow black to live and survive on the upper side. So now black's position is much better than before. With this capture, it would have been about the same, black about as strong as white, and white having this extra panuki, which is cashing in on the attack right away. In the game, white decides to play the longer game and let black survive on the top. However, white still comes and chases black here, and here Li does a very good job of counter-attacking, and she does a very good job of doing what we always talk about. She counterattacks before she is super strong. For example, if you play another crawling move, becoming super totally strong, then you can't push and cut anymore because of this ladder, as you guys can see. So let's switch over to the diagrams. Yeah, so this counterattack was well in time. If you make sure that you're strong, then you no longer have a counterattack because white is also strong as well. So as a result, this was well timed, and white is able to get this block, but now black does have some very good counterattacking possibilities. And here the counterattack was not what we expect. The counterattack is here. White has to prevent this Atari from happening, and then this peep. And if white connects, then black is okay, just surviving on the inside for later. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, where's 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Yeah, so the counterattack was there, which was surprising and not what we expect. Li plays the cut, which is what we expect, and it is the direct counterattack. Unfortunately, when black, at this point, when black extends, black will always have this added not being alive on the upper side problem that black needs to spend a move to fix at the later on in the fighting. So here, black Li still fights back, gets a very good potential position to capture 2 white stones on the upper side, 3 white stones on the upper side, and anything but play back here and live in Gote, and this is very correct. And this counterattack can be construed of as a somewhat a success. At least Black didn't spend a Gote move living, and Black was able to capture something as well. Unfortunately, White still maintains a very big lead due to a lot of potential territory. And here, Li is aggressive, continues fighting inside here. However, the damage to White's territory was just territory, and after White was able to get a stone captured, 2 stones captured, White made the other side strong as well, and as a result, um, this group now just has no way to live. This was again a very clinical here at the end. Um, White does not connect the 3 stones, just plays on the outside, make sure this outside group is alive. There's also this back door, so make sure that Black only has 1 eye, and as a result, Black this was a dragon capture on the way to this was a dragon capture. Okay, and so how did we play in this game? Seems like we did very well. At least we didn't take the beating sitting down and living on the inside. Black fought back and captured something in return on the outside. It was definitely not out of grasp for the game was not out of Black's grasp, but and if Black succeeded on the bottom, living comfortably, the game would have been quite reachable. However, Black was not able to do this, and it seems like there was no real chance for Black to effect something very, very strong here. Right here was when the game was still quite close. AI wanted Black to block here. This would make this move Sente and just play the longer game without invading the bottom. But we can all understand why Black decides to, address the big elephant in the room, White's big potential on the bottom here. And this attack was also very clinical, and we can also learn a lot from how the way White attacked Black here. Make your stones strong while you attack. That's the most important thing to the attacks. Make this peep, give your opponent a chance to go, save her stones at the right price always, and strengthen your weakest attacking stones. Once your opponent plays moves near your strengths, play on the outside of that. And so at the end, White was able to do this, and another move here, Black Ataris near the White strengths on the bottom, but to no avail. White plays on the outside. As long as Black is playing moves near the White strengths, Black will not have a good chance. And at the end here, this resignation happened. A big group captured. Very, very interesting game. Certainly, it could have gone wrong for White if the attack was not managed successfully. So here is how our NA and EU representatives did in the women's championships, the Go Seigen Women's Championships held in China. And let me know who did better, who represented better, EU or NA, and do let me know if we should have a women's tournament between the Europeans and the North Americans at the same time. I think that would be a great idea. What do you guys think? Leave a comment. Please subscribe. Every subscriber helps us make more videos like this one. Do let me know if you guys enjoyed these commentaries, and see you guys in the next ones. Thanks.